boom, 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 and boom. Okay. Yep, okay. All right, Jonathan, I will give you a countdown in 2 seconds here. Okay. Okay, I'm ready. Should have a pause point. Okay. All right, so I have this and 3 days. That's it. Okay. Count it. All right, here we go. This is going to be round 1. So this snowfall map is for 7 p.m. Wednesday to 7 p.m. Thursday. I'm thinking 1 to 3 inches, DC South. Less cold air down into southern Maryland. Maybe as much as 3 to 5, Leesburg, Gaithersburg, Frederick. The bullseye will be 5 to 8 for our friends out in Romney and Cumberland and Oakland. You're already under a winter storm watch as of Tuesday night. That'll probably turn into a warning on Wednesday. So, no surprise. Back to back to back yellow weather alerts. But you can get your errands done on Wednesday. Just kind of be off the roads by 6 or 7 o'clock. Heavier snowfalls Wednesday night. Gets out of here on Thursday. We get a little bit of a break. And then more snowfalls Thursday night into Friday morning. Then it dries out a little bit. Temperatures are struggling to get above freezing. But notice at night, every night they're below freezing. So we're going to have a lot of refreezing with this. And don't look now. There's a possible ice storm over the weekend. Okay, cool. Thank you. So this snowfall. Okay, sweet. Sweet like honey. Okay, Jonathan, I am gonna rock and roll here.
Remember Rick Barrett?
Yeah, I told you that before I left.
Oh, okay.
Tom sent me the obit.
Okay. Give me a second.
Uh-oh. You gonna come in and record? Okay. Okay. Jonathan, just hang on 1 second. When Dee's done, we'll do the Facebook Live. Just stand by. Okay, you do that. Just drop that mic. Drop that mic.
Been dropping that mic since 2017.
That's right.
Is my mic on? Hello? Hello? Oh, I have it on. Hello? Oh. Alright. Need some help? Keep pressing the button to turn it off.
Then Topper's gotta wait longer to do his Facebook thing.
How long does it take to load up?
It's retargeting that. It takes a minute.
Oh, I got it.
Thank you, Jonathan.
Dang, I gotta go to the bathroom. Really go to the bathroom. She's not paying attention. He's not paying
How do you spell Q?
He's bored as hell. Huh?
How do you spell Q? Like in the queue.
Q.
Like, it's queued up, it's in the queue.
That's not Q U. I mean C-U-E. Oh, Q. Like
Q.
Q-U-E-D.
In the queue. Let me see. I'm close, but not quite there yet here.
Yeah, should I walk in? Should I stay here? Okay, cool. This is the best thing I saw today. Washington football star Chase Young testifying in support of the Maryland Police Reform Bill. Good, I'm glad I moved that now so it goes above the lower third.
Sure.
Now, if you didn't know, Chase Young is from
There you go, Jonathan.
his father was in law enforcement. Teammates Nick Sundberg and Dontrell Inman also voiced their support of the bill. Now, it would repeal the state's law enforcement officers' Bill of Rights, limit no-knock warrants, and cover tuition at state schools for men and women who agree to work as officers as... I was so close. I was so close. I can take it from the after the stop, though. Yeah. Shut up. Now, if you didn't know, Chase Young is from Upper Marlboro. I feel like I have like marbles in my mouth when I say that. Huh? Yeah.
Marlboro man.
Marlboro.
Oh, I can punch it up here.
I'll never forget the time, Rick, you were here when I said burn on television.
There you go.
I was like, yeah, burn. I was like, oh my God.
There you go. Sorry.
All right, let me know. Now, if you didn't know, Chase Young is from Upper Marlboro, Maryland. His father was in law enforcement. Teammates Nick Sundberg and Dontrell Inman also voiced their support of the bill. Now, it will repeal the state's law enforcement officers' Bill of Rights, limit no-knock warrants, and cover tuition at state schools for men and women who agree to work as officers after graduation. Now, Chase Young, the NFL's Defensive Rookie of the Year, said when he was young, he always wanted to go into law enforcement. Now, former Washington head coach Marty Schottenheimer died at age 77. Schottenheimer had been battling Alzheimer's since 2014. He was 8th most all-time in wins by a head coach, but only coached for one season here in Washington. That year, Washington became the first team in NFL history to win 5 consecutive games right after losing its first 5 and almost made the postseason. But owner Dan Snyder would fire Schottenheimer after that season. Former Washington Pro Bowler LeVar Arrington didn't
We're getting
know
close.
what he was talking about. He went off on this. Did you hear this? LeVar Arrington?
Mm-mm. Oh, he didn't like him. Yeah. Yeah. They had their differences. Mm-hmm.
That is it. If I did it quick enough, you want me to do it for the morning show? I don't have to. Only because I do. I don't need to, but let's I'll do it. If I mess up one time, I'm walking off. You guys agree with that? If I mess up one time, I'll walk off.
7 p.m. Wednesday.
I'm only gonna give you one shot.
If I mess up one time, I am out.
I'm coming. Jonathan, hang on.
Schottenheimer, the coach. Yeah. Unless you want to do a full screen of the. I didn't put in a social graphic, did I? Shoot, I could have. Okay, all right, cool. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I want to say the best thing I saw, but I'll say it in the race. So this was the best thing I saw. Washington football star Chase Young testifying in support of the Maryland Police Reform Bill.
See, that's why I'm going less snow.
Now, if you didn't know, Chase Young is from Upper Marlboro, Maryland. His father was in law enforcement. Teammates Nick Sundberg and Dontrell Inman also
Okay, everybody,
voiced
just stand by.
their support of the bill.
I'm coming.
Now, it will repeal the state's law enforcement officers' Bill of Rights, limit no-knock warrants, and cover tuition at state schools for men and women who agree to work as officers after graduation. Now, Chase Young, the NFL Defensive Rookie of the Year, said when he was young, he always wanted to go into law enforcement. Now, former Washington head coach Marty Schottenheimer died at the age of 77. Schottenheimer had been battling Alzheimer's since 2014. He was 8th most all-time in wins by a head coach, but only coached for one season here in Washington. That year, Washington became the first team in NFL history to win 5 consecutive games right after losing its first 5 and almost win the title. But owner Dan Snyder would fire Schottenheimer right after that season. Former Washington Pro Bowler LeVar Arrington didn't hold back when talking about his former coach.
Wide map, okay? So this
I
has
have no clue what I'm gonna say, but I just do it like my social graphic, I guess. I wish I had something like when he was being buried or whatever. Now for the latest
okay,
on
I don't know. This doesn't seem to be live.
all right, 3, 2, 1. Now for the latest on Marty Schottenheimer, just follow me on. I don't know what to say.
23 hours, no, this is not.
I'll just say, I'll just tag it up.
Maybe you're not have it up yet. Or do you have it up yet? I don't know.
Okay, thank you. All right, 3, 2, 1. To hear what other Washington football players are saying, just go to my Facebook now.
Oh my God, it's taking forever.
Shut up. Hold on. All right, 3, 2, 1. To hear what others, I swear to God, it's not this hard, Copper.
Well, you know, it's all right. I'm still waiting here. Hang on.
To hear what some of the other Washington football players are saying about Marty Schottenheimer, just follow me on Twitter at Darren and Haynes. I'm Darren Haynes. Get up. I'll take that side. It was so weak, though. It was weak.
It reminds me of Kevin Hart on his thing, when he had a curse for his mom for his teacher.
All righty. Jonathan, I'm going. Okay. Here we go. Whoa, here we go. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, everybody. Welcome again. We're going to do this probably the rest of the week here. We'll do a little earlier one tomorrow and also on Thursday. Okay, so let's get to the maps. I've made a snowfall map that's much different than some of the models. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so here we go. So this is what we're thinking. I'm going to go back to the beginning and start with our snow map, and we'll go from there. You know, I am agonizing over this one too. This is a tough one. So here we go. Jonathan, I don't see it yet on our Facebook page. I'll go back in a minute, and I'll get the questions. Okay. Okay, so we're ready. I am going. Testing 1 2 1 2. So maybe I better just wait a couple seconds here. Just a couple seconds here. So what we're going to do is look at this map here. So here we go. Here's what I'm thinking, and this may be too high. I'm almost tempted to go 2 to 4 plus, and then 4 to 8. But right now we'll say DC south 1 to 3, 3 to 5, Leesburg, Gaithersburg, Frederick, and the winter will be 5 to 8 up into the mountains, and that's where they actually have the winter weather storm watch. So right now, there's nothing in the immediate metro area in terms of watches or advisories. I think that's going to change tomorrow. They have to put something out. It may not be advisory, watch material, because that has to be 5 inches or more, and I don't think we're going to have that. So I think that's why they are holding off on that. But they're going to have to put something up as we go through the night on Wednesday and again on Thursday night, as we get two-pronged attack here with this with these two different storms. They're actually two different storms, and there's another storm behind those. It's kind of crazy. The jet just keeps lining not very strong storms up, but a lot of storms up, and therein lies the problem. We'll hardly be able to get our breath between storms, so we're kind of lucky that they're not going to be monster storms. Okay, we are live now. Excellent. Thank you, Jonathan. So we'll see something. So here's the deal. The impacts, roads are going to be most dangerous and visibility the lowest both Wednesday and Thursday night. I think we'll have a lull between 1 p.m. and 10 p.m. on Thursday. Maybe not quite that long. Some models bring it back in here like it's 6 o'clock in the evening. And yes, because we're out of our Saturday night, Sunday routine, we're going to have some school and flight delays and some cancellations possible as well as we go through Thursday and Friday, actually. So this is Futurecast, and this is our local model. It has snow breaking out pretty early across the metro, and it may begin briefly as a mixture. And then see why I kind of agree with this. I don't think it's going to be this far north, but I think this is saying, hey, there's not that much cold air down to the south. So this is against the European model and more in line with the other American models, although this is pretty warm. So that's Thursday morning, gets to Thursday afternoon, turns to snow back down into southern Maryland, but it's pretty much gone, and we get that little respite. And then boom, by late Thursday night, Friday morning, we get more snow coming back in across most of the metro. That gets out of here by about 2 or 3 o'clock, and then we may see something else get in here on Saturday. So this is the GFS. I kind of like this. Not a lot by evening on Wednesday, by morning on Thursday, an inch or two, maybe 3 up into Frederick and Leesburg, and maybe by evening on Thursday it's 2.3 inches in D.C. I mean, it's, maybe 4 inches up in Frederick. And then round 2 has most of the bigger snows north and west of town. And I kind of agree with that. I just don't see the bigger numbers being down into Fredericksburg, which is what the European does. And I just, it's a great model, but I don't particularly agree with it right now. Okay. Okay, so we're on live. Okay, so now I got everybody. Okay, so how much? Al, I think you probably have enough TP, considering we've been in a pandemic for a year. Let's see here. Okay, Bunker Hill, West Virginia. Well, I think by the time you get to Friday morning, you'll probably have 7, 8 inches. The first wave, probably just 1 to 3. I think. Let's see here. What else do we have here? Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Well, let's be nice here. Come on, folks. Yes, other places are saying 5 to 8 for Warrenton and Culpeper. I'm not one of them. And if you compare our forecast with the other places, we've done very well this year. We've been more conservative, and we've made we verified, but on the low end of verification. So we take a lot of time in making these. Mount Airy, I think you guys are going to see 3 to 5 round 2, and maybe 1 to 2 round. 3 to 5 round 1, 1 to 2 round 2. So nothing in Cobb Island. Michelle, I don't see much down there. Yes, I think by the time you get to Friday morning, you could have an inch or two. But I don't think your first round is going to be great. Toya, I'll try not to let you down. I'll try not to. Sean, Fredericksburg, I don't see much down there. The first wave, I see more the second wave. So would you get into Thursday night? I think Thursday night is going to be the best time for snow south of D.C. Warrenton, about 4-ish for the first round and 1 to 2-ish the second round. Woodbridge, 1 to 3 the first round, 1 to 3 the second round. Temple Hills, 1 to 3 both rounds probably. Yes, they're inches. Southern Maryland. Well, Brenda, I'm not so sure where in Southern Maryland you are. I mean, you'll probably have to wait till Thursday night to get good snow in Southern Maryland. And even so, probably 1 to 2 inches, unless you're up into La Plata. Maybe you'll get, 3 inches there. Mount Airy, you'll get probably 3 or 4. Tomorrow, another 1 to 2 to 3 Thursday night. Baltimore, I think you're going to get, let's go back to the map. We can answer some of these questions on my map here. So this is just tomorrow. Baltimore, I've got you kind of on the edge of 3 to 5, 1 to 3. I said 5 to 8 for Warrenton for both storms. Yes. King George, I don't see a lot. Maybe an inch or 2 by Friday morning. I think it will be sleddable in Manassas. Yes. Shenandoah County, I think you're going to get kind of 3-4 inches on the first batch, and then maybe 1 to 3 inches on the second one. Rehoboth Beach, Charlie, you're going to get a little bit, maybe an inch or 2 on the first one, and maybe an inch on the second one. Dulles totals for the first wave, 3.5 or 4, and maybe another 2 after that, so maybe 6 or 7 total. Germantown about the same, 6 or 7 total. Manassas, 6 or 7 total. Hello, Susan, Waynesboro. Less up there. I've got you in the 3 to 5, although I keep tapering that back to the south and west. I'll keep you in that for now. The weekend will be better. No, the weekend will be better. The weekend will be worse, Sean, because we're going to have ice over the weekend. And that is just no fun. Let me show you. So we'll go through the European model, which is a little aggressive, but there's the snow. I know it's just too far south. Don't get too excited, Southern Maryland. Yeah, it's too far south, too far south. Good snow overnight on Thursday into Friday morning, and it gets out of here. Then we get a little bit of a respite, and then boom, on Saturday, here comes ice. More ice. More ice. And then it's gone, and we clear out Sunday into Monday. So I'm really more concerned about the weekend storm. I don't think the models are doing a good job on how long the cold air is going to last, how much ice is possible. I think the roads will be very slippery Saturday morning. Well, depends on when it gets in here. Some models bring it in Saturday afternoon. Some models are bringing it in Saturday morning. Yeah, they'll be slippery Saturday morning. Yep. Yep. We're getting ice Saturday. Yes, we are. Yep. Yeah, I know. I hear what you're saying, Tarek. I know. I'd like to see a big storm instead of these little baby things. I know. I hear you. Bowie, we're talking about, 1 to 3 to 4 on your first round and 1 to 2 on your second round. And cold Sunday night. Yes, George. Everything will refreeze Sunday night. We're not going to make it above freezing, I don't think, on Monday and barely on Tuesday. So I'll show you some different cities here, and this kind of shows you what we have to contend with. So this is D.C. These are all the different models. So 6 inches to 2.5 inches. For Frederick, 1 inch to 6 inches. Notice how low the European is. European does not have a lot of snow north of town with this system. Okay, so Leesburg. Leesburg's probably the most consistent among the models of 3 to 5. Okay. Hagerstown, again, European and the graph are not feeling the love for folks north of town. So I don't know that I buy that. My theory is that you're better off north of town for this first wave. I really think so. I think that, and I may taper that down a little bit, but that's what we're thinking. And we'll see. Again, I think you folks in Southern Maryland have a better chance of getting more snow Thursday night than Wednesday night. I think Wednesday night's going to be up north, better chance Leesburg, Gaithersburg, and then I think Thursday night the bullseye will be down toward Manassas and La Plata. 8.6 in Romney. You guys could eke out 8 in Romney, sure. Probably a little more by the time you get to Friday morning. Sherry and Montrose, I don't see much. A trace to an inch. Yeah. Cecil, Kevin, I only have you in the 1 to 3 inch for Wednesday night, and quite frankly, probably again 1 to 2 inches on Thursday night. Maybe south of you, actually. Will the school close, you think, with the first 2 rounds, Thursday and Friday? You know, I don't know what the schools are going to do. Does it really matter anymore because everybody's home? I guess it does because teachers have to go places. But there'll be some cancellations, I'm sure. Yeah, I can't predict where, but there'll be some cancellations, sure. I think so. Let's see here. Landover, Wanda, 1 to 3, and then we'll 1 to 3 again. 1 to 3 again as we get into Thursday night. Fredericksburg, Austin, I don't see a lot down there. Maybe 1 to 3. I see more snow Thursday night down there. I'd say closer to an inch on Wednesday night, closer to 2 inches on Thursday night. Laurel, Karen, about the same. You're kind of on the edge of the 1 to 3, both nights. Fairfax, Kimberly, I got you 1 to 3 the first round, and probably 1 to 3 the second. So 2 to 6, something like that. Yeah. Tarek, we're looking at a storm again on Saturday, and then another storm on Tuesday. Looks like it's more ice on Tuesday. St. Mary's, Lexington Park, very little down there. Your best chance is Thursday night, maybe an inch or 2. Alexandria, I'd say 1 to 3 inches twice, both nights. Oh, well, thank you. Ms. Woodward, thank you very much. Alicia, thank you. Yes, Dorothy, we seem to be in this pattern through next week, exactly. Winchester, I've got you in the 3 to 5. I'm worried that's going to bust tomorrow. You guys could end up with 2 rounds of 1 to 3, but we'll keep that for now. Germantown, maybe 4 Wednesday night and maybe 2 the following night. Hagerstown, maybe 3 or 4 the first night and 1 or 2 the second night. That's what we're thinking. Here's the map that goes for 7 days. This is cumulative. And notice the Europeans changed its tune it's making the snow much heavier to the west. I don't know why it's got such heavy snow down to Richmond. I just think it's carrying the cold air too far south and tracking the storm too far south. If the storm goes that far south, it will take the cold air with it, and it'll take the snow with it, but I don't think it's going to go that far south. I really don't. And notice how little it has in New York and Philly, and the GFS has it hammered over the next 7 days. But again, that's 7 days cumulative, all right? Here is the GFS forecast, and it's not as scary as European. A little bit of activity by tomorrow evening, a little bit of snow at night, mixes. I think that's too far north, that mix line. And then it continues, and then by 1 o'clock, it sort of fades away, and then boom, it comes back by 10 o'clock again. So it's pretty healthy. I was trying to think of the year. I think it was like 84, 85, I don't know, when we had 2 back-to-back 4 to 8 inch storms, and it just made a mess of the town. These will not be that big. But if we have ice on Saturday and then something else on Tuesday, we're going to have some problems. And it's going to refreeze every night. Do we see a warm-up with showers mixing between the 2 events? Yes, south of town, I do. D.C. north, I do not. It'll either be sleet or snow. And that's one of the things the sleet is going to put down, is going to, probably cut down on the totals a little bit. Weather. Yes. Yeah, how you doing? I'm doing it on Facebook Live. You want to jump on Facebook Live and watch us? Yeah, I'd say about 6 p.m. in Fairfax, and most of Snowfall's tomorrow night. Yeah. Yeah, you're on the. I got you in the 1 to 3 band for the first one, and probably another 1 to 3 for the 2 to 4 for the second. Yeah, for Thursday night. Yeah. I got to rock. I got a bunch of people that are asking me questions right now. All right, call me back tomorrow. All right, thanks. All right, bye. Okay, everybody. Sorry. He calls occasionally. So I don't really see any warm-ups except south of town between the 2 things. And the second round will be colder. That seems to be pretty consistent in both models. Break on Friday. Here comes more snow and ice on Saturday. This is a later in time. And then we get out of it on Saturday, and then boom, we get some more snow into Monday night. Ice or snow, depending on where you are. And that could be a big one north of town again. So we talked about it being a busy week of 10 days, and it's going to be pretty busy. Pax River, I don't see a lot down there. I really don't. In fact, I often use you as a point on the map. So I have you right now as a trace to an inch for the first round. I think the second round of Pax River, you could get 1 to 3 inches, maybe 4 if you're lucky. Hagerstown, again, 3 to 5 first round, maybe only 1 to 2 second. Germantown, same deal. What about driving 70 west to Colorado starting Wednesday? Whoa. Hang on. Give me a second on that one, will you? Give me a second on that one. That's a little trickier. That's a little trickier. Hang on a second. I don't know what time you're planning on leaving on Wednesday to do that, I guess is my first question. If you left, well, you're going to go through snow no matter what happens. I mean, you could leave on Wednesday, but you're going to hit snow by the time you get, over the mountains. So I don't know how comfortable you are driving. Maybe you drive till it gets too hairy and you just stop, and then you keep going after that. But there's going to be a lot of snow between here and Colorado the next 7 days. It's going to be tough. Did that help you out any, Ann? Sorry. 5 to 8 in Oakland. Yeah, that's Wednesday. Yes, and probably another 4 to 6 probably on Thursday into Friday morning. Well, Matthew, I didn't say 6 to 12 yesterday. So again, you got to. We did our first call this morning, and we don't have double digits on here. You may be referring to some of the maps we showed, and we will show you from time to time. We'll show you the computer models, and some of those had big values. But we show you those just to be transparent and to show you what we're looking at and how we derive a forecast by looking at those. DC, Gina, I think 1 to 3. I think 1 to 3 and then 1 to 3. Inwood, I guess we'll go 3 to 5. Starts late afternoon. Woodbridge, 1 to 3, but then maybe 1 to 3 or 2 to 4 for the second one. Okay. All right, everybody, I got to drop off here and get ready for the show. I may alter this map a little bit. There's a couple more models coming in, but it's going to be really busy. Thank you, Chris. It's going to be, quite frankly, it doesn't really matter if it's 1 to 3 or 3 to 5. It's going to be a mess tomorrow night, another mess Thursday night. It's going to refreeze again. It's going to be a short respite on Friday, and then more sleet. Now, I wish it were snow on Saturday, much easier, but I think it's going to be sleet and freezing rain, and that's not good. And then we get that other storm next Tuesday. So we are going to be busy. We'll be doing this a lot. All right, everybody. Thank you. I'll sign off. I will leave you with, I'll leave this map up for you for a little while, although I got to start making moves in just a minute. Okay? Thanks, everybody. I appreciate it. We are going to sign off, and we will see you tomorrow. Probably tomorrow we'll do it about 8:30. It's about 8:30, or 8:15 to 8:45, something like that. All right? And we should be snowing pretty good by then. Let's hope so. Bye, everybody.